Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fun Fact Friday live here at University Animal Clinic. I'm Dr. Sam, and so it's summer here in Florida, of course. It's August and it is hot out. And so I got asked this in an exam room yesterday, and so I thought it'd be a great topic to talk to everybody about. And that's, what do we do with our dog's feet and when we're walking our dogs out in this temperature? You will see horror stories of pets that get their feet burned. I've seen them here and treated them myself, where they have blisters and ulceration on the pads. They get where they rupture open. They have to be bandaged and treated topically constantly for days and weeks. This could be a really serious injury. These are considered third-degree burns on these guys through that first layer of their paw pads. So it could be quite painful, extremely painful. Think about burning your hands on the stove and then trying to walk on them. That would hurt. So what do we do? What can we do for our patients? There are a lot of things that we can do and some tips and tricks. But first I want to give you some statistics. So one of these being that you can fry an egg in 5 minutes if it's 131 degrees on the asphalt. And when it's 77 degrees out, which in Florida this time of year, it's more than that. It's way more than that. Our asphalt can reach over 125 degrees. So that means within 5 minutes, we can fry an egg out on that street, and especially in that heat of the day, from that 11 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon time frame, we can have tissue destruction within 1 minute at 125 degrees. So all it takes is a minute to have tissue destruction, and in 5 we can fry an egg. So if we can fry an egg, we can fry our poor pup's feet. So what do we do? Of course, there's little booties that you can put on, and they are adorable, and they will give you your little Instagram moment, and that is totally an option. If your pet is willing, that's great. Then it doesn't limit your time frame or what you can and can't do with your pet. So they're out there, and that's a great option. And some pets love them. They let you put them on there without a problem. But for those of you that may have a difficult pup, like my old English sheepdog, she would never let me put those on her feet, let me tell you. What do we do? If you use the back of your hand and put it on that asphalt, and if you can't hold your hand on that asphalt for that 5 to 7 minute mark, it is too hot to walk your dog. So that's a great way to test it before you go out. Put your hand up against the sidewalk or the driveway, and if you can't hold your hand there for more than 1 to 2 minutes, then your pet can't walk on it. That's one indicator. They've done some studies on the different temperatures of asphalt versus sidewalk versus AstroTurf. All of those get too hot, over that 125 degrees that causes tissue necrosis. But the grass did not. It gets hot, but it gets not nearly into that tissue necrosis stage. So if you must walk your dog outside, they need to go potty. We're trying to exercise them if we can a little bit, or at least get out in that middle of the day time frame when you're taking a lunch break at home. You can walk them, but I would reserve them to the grass. You walk on the sidewalk and try to walk with your dog onto the grass as much as possible. And then, of course, what I do with my sheepdog, she's got a lot of fluff and it's hard to get her out in the middle of the day. We always do our walks before 8 a.m. and after 8 p.m. That's when you're going to have the most safety from those high temperatures when we're talking about our asphalt and concrete. So that would be my biggest recommendation. If it's too hot for you, it's too hot for them. Don't forget, we did a little talk, and it's in here in our repertoire. It's also on our website for Fun Fact Fridays about heat stroke. That's a real thing. We see it all the time, especially in those brachycephalic dogs. You've got a Boston, a pug, a boxer that have a lot of difficulty in being able to pant and things. Be really cautious taking them out in the middle of the day because it gets really hot and they just can't expel those heat as much as and as good as a lot of the other dogs can, and can get stuck in a situation where they have heat stroke. So be really cautious out there. It's hot out. They're having heat waves all across the country, so this is not just a Florida problem. If you have ideas for the next Fun Fact Friday, leave them in the comments below. I always want to talk about what you want to hear about. If you want to share this, get that information out there. The more pets we can help, the better. And I will see you guys next week. Thanks.